Hello friends, welcome back to World of Finance. This is week 33 of 2026 and today we'll be discussing some of the key events that happened last week and also the market outlook for the upcoming week. So let's get started. So this week it was a very muted response in the overall market. There was no major events playing out and market was almost flat to slightly bearish. If we see on a week to week basis, Nifty is down by 0.83%, 200 points, and it closed around 24,366. India VIX is substantially down. It's down by minus 7%, and it closed around 11.3 level, which is again almost at the lowest range, this 10 11 level. And the major thing which we were looking this week was the effect of CAS, the closing auction session, which started last week on 3rd of August by SEBI, the new closing rule. So, the first week of CAS, when it was on effect, we have seen such a large candles, like almost Nifty was moving 1%, 0.8% on an everyday basis in the last 15 minutes. But this week, that effect has substantially gone down. We haven't seen any major moves on Monday, and Tuesday was Nifty expiry, again a very small candle of 21 points. Wednesday was also the same. Thursday on the Sensex expiry, if we see, this candle was 0.3%, almost 200 point candle. So only on that day we have seen a little bit move because of CAS, but the magnitude of that move compared to the first week of CAS has reduced, we can say. So we still have to watch this effect of CAS for another 2-3 weeks to understand that how our Indian market is getting tuned with this new rule. But as of second week, we can say that the effect of CAS, the valiant move which was happening, that has reduced substantially compared to the first week. Now there is no other major event which has happened, and market is kind of muted, and it is clearly waiting for some sort of news or trigger to move in a direction. But one thing we can say that it is definitely holding the 24,200 and 300 level. So basically it is moving in a very tight range of 24,300 on the downside and 24,500 or 600 on the higher side. So the move has fizzled out a little bit, the way it was moving aggressively for the last week, but definitely it is on track. We can say it has to take a breathe and then only it can go for a next bit of rally. So market is consolidating and it is waiting for a fresh trigger to move on either side, like breakout or breakdown. Other than that, oil is also kind of stable. Definitely it's on the higher range. It is hovering around 88.8 currently, but it is still very much stable this week. Gold and silver are again hovering around the higher breakout zones. So if it breaks out, then again we can see the next leg of rally in gold and silver. But definitely all of these things are kind of consolidating with a positive bias, we can say. So I think no major trigger this week, and next week also nothing planned in the market, like no planned news or trigger as of now. So we have to wait and watch that what kind of trigger is coming and how market is reacting to that. As of now, it's a kind of neutral to bullish. Our bias should be like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And one thing is the US yield is concerning a little bit. It is on the moving on the higher side, so we have to closely watch there. Dollar index is also a little bit on the higher side. So until and unless those things are coming down, we don't see much chance of FII inflows coming back in India, and which can trigger for the long term growth. But yeah, we have to see, watch that how the markets are moving. That's pretty much it for this week. Hope to see you soon next week. So thank you. Stay tuned.